Welcome back to Dead Good Book Reviews and to reading vlog number, I want to say 17? Hi, welcome back. It is Monday the 19th of April. Da, 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 da. I'm feeling energised because it's a Monday and I went for a run this morning, so let's see how long this lasts. Will we have a repeat of last week? We do not know yet. I will know in the future, but you do not know yet if you have not watched this video yet, and I do not know yet because it is the past. Reading updates from the weekend. I did very little over the weekend. I mostly just recuperated some of the spoons that I did not have from last week even. But I did finish The Shadow Saint. I really enjoyed it. Fantastic sequel to The Guide to Prayer. I think one of the things that I noted, having done the reread, to have something interesting to say, is I really like rereading a series. I really like rereading a series back to back because it just kind of takes the pressure off the end of particularly the first and the second book, because you're kind of like, I know I'm going to get recapped on this, so I don't need to take in every single minute detail. I'm going to get a little bit of a recap in the next book, surely. So that's been very nice. And then I am about 10% of the way through the third one, which is The Broken God. I would love to finish that this evening. Tentatively going to say that I'm just going to sit and read all evening and do that. But equally, do I make that promise knowing that I might not achieve it? Is that a silly target to have? Let's do it. Let's just read all evening. I'm going to try, at least. I'd like to get to 50% of the way through, because after that, this week's reading plan is another trilogy. I would like to read the Rebel of the Sands trilogy. These are them. I caught that. Yeah, I would like to read them. Rebel of the Sands, I know, isn't going to take super long to read. Hero of the Fall I've read reasonably recently. Traitor to the Throne I haven't read in ages, so it'll be good to get into those. And then I think I've just got a couple more Animorphs books to read, and then I think I finished my TBR as it was set out. I honestly can't remember, and I'd need to go back and look at my notes, but we're getting there. I don't think I'm going to get to Animorphs this week because I'm so burned out on them. You would not believe, but that can be a next week job. I do also have my audiobook currently on the go, which is Assassin's Fate. I'm hoping to get to that in bits and bobs. I think I've got about 11 hours left of listening at the speed that I'm listening at, which is, you know, not too shabby. I can find 11 hours in a week to listen to an audiobook. That'll be good. But as always, to achieve all of these things, I must go and do things and do the job for which I am paid. So I shall speak to you tomorrow, and we'll see if I manage to do anything with The Broken God or not. We'll see how my afternoon goes. Hi, happy Tuesday. I am having a day. Our washing machine has decided to break again. There's been a lot of like, let's clear up all this water on the floor, but also I have to be in a meeting, but also all of these other things. It's just not what I wanted for my Tuesday. But it's what we've been given, so let's move on. I have finished, I don't know why I'm looking for it, I have finished The Broken God. I really enjoyed it. I think it's a really solid end to the series. Basically stayed up till gone way past my bedtime to read it, because I got determined. I think it's fantastic. I really liked how it ended, actually, which is interesting, because I'm not going to spoil it, don't worry, but normally the kind of ending that it has, I'm not such a big fan of. And I'm wondering if I reread just that ending, I would get some of those more negative feelings out. But I think at that point it was really cathartic, and I was just like, yep, I'll take this ending. But overall, the like wider scope of the book I think is really fantastic. And what I like about it most of all is that, so in the series there's this God War happening, or God's War. God's War? I think it's the God's War. A bunch of gods fighting, and basically the chaos that this means for the rest of the world, and people being made saints and doing miracles, but it's horrifying, and it's deeply terrifying stuff. If it actually happened, it would be very scary. But we never really get to see it, especially not in book one, because book one is purely in, I'm gonna say it wrong, Guerdon. I'm not sure how you pronounce the name of the city, but the city's meant to be this neutral state. In this third book, we really get to go outside of the city and see what the world is like, and I really enjoyed that. And to be honest, I'd read 10 more books in a series where it was just exploring different facets of this terrifying war, because it's really cool and really interesting. And yeah, basically, what I like about book one continues to happen throughout the rest of the books, which is all I can really ask for from a series, to be honest. Most of the characters ended up in places I really liked them. I think one character could have gone a different way, but that's sort of fine. I'm really excited for Justine to have read this one so that I can hear her thoughts, because She's the person who recommended the series to me, so that'll be interesting. Justine, if you're watching this, let me know. But I haven't started anything else yet today because it's only lunchtime, but I'm going to pick up Rebel of the Sands. That made a very pleasing noise. Ooh, just a good sound. We are doing some sorting tonight, and obviously there may be washing machine sagas that need doing, so I might see you on Thursday with an update, I guess. If I don't feel like vlogging tomorrow, I'll see you then. Hello, happy Thursday. I haven't been very well. I've had a very horrible headache for the past couple of days, but I am feeling a wee bit better, and you know, life goes on. I have a bit of a reading update for you. I have some book mail first. Of course it came 2 days after I finished reading the digital copy. It was sent to me by the people at Orbit. I love them very dearly. This is a copy of The Broken God. I nearly said The Broken Iron Legacy. That's not what I meant. The Broken God, the cover is gorgeous. The covers on all of them are stunning, to be honest. Very enjoyable. Have already finished it, but perfect timing for filming the video review for it, so they can sit happily together for now. I finished Rebel of the Sands. I had a pretty decent time, and I am now 160 or so pages through Traitor to the Throne. I don't really know what to say about this series because I feel like you need to acknowledge that it's a little bit, getting a little bit dated, I guess. Like, it's doing the thing of combining the kind of sharpshooter story with more of a fantasy desert culture, but also drawing from some real life stuff. Yeah, I don't know if this would necessarily get published now, and if it did, would it get the same level of hype as it got then? I genuinely don't know. I still think they're fun, and as a 2016 YA, it's a pretty good time. It's a difficult one to kind of pinpoint. There are other desert-based books out there, there's loads of them. These are ones that I have read in the past. I'm continuing to read that, I'm enjoying the series. I'll be interested to see how I feel when I finished it, whether it's one I'm going to want to keep rereading, because a part of me wants to keep them because they're a series that is a completed trilogy that's always nice to be able to recommend to people. It's got some exciting elements, but again, like, do I want to pick it up after this time of rereading it when I'll have read it all in one go? I don't know. But yes, I have 2 days worth of, well, a day and a half worth of emails to get back to, so I should be doing that. But hopefully I will finish Traitor to the Throne today. Hero at the Fall is going to be my Friday through Saturday book, and we'll see how we go. Oh, I did want to say, this is potentially TMI, and I'll put a content warning on screen. I went for my cervical screening today because I'm a grown-up who finally answered the letters from the doctor that was saying, hey, please come in. We reminded you about this in December. Please book this appointment. They didn't say, we know you're scared of the doctor, but go anyway. But they might as well have done. And just, it was completely fine. It was completely painless. The nurse was really nice. It was awkward, but that's because I'm an awkward human being, and I think if you go into that kind of situation and you're completely non-awkward, that in itself is awkward. But yeah, if you, like me, were putting off booking that appointment, it was fine. That's for you. It was totally fine. That was weird to talk about on camera, but I thought it might help. I feel like I can't leave on that note. Yay books! Hi, happy Friday. I got contact lenses in for the first time in quite a while, and it's an interesting experience. This prescription is definitely a little bit out of date, but good to know. Useful information to have. I'm still reading Traitor to the Throne. I have yet to pick up Hero at the Fall. Do I have any excuses beyond I wanted to watch 2005 Pride and Prejudice? I think that's a good enough reason. I will allow it. I was having a lovely evening. Either way, I didn't get too much reading done. I think I'm just over halfway, something like that. It's over there, through Traitor to the Throne, and I'm enjoying it. I'm having a good time. It does do that thing of, it's a weird series in that the writing feels very young, and the characters aren't young but feel young, and then they do things and say things and exist in such a way that actually reflects their actual age, but their voice still feels young, so it's a little bit of dissonance for me there. And I think potentially that's like a bitter old lady problem of, I don't really have that voice in my head anymore. And I think that what I remember about reading books when I was the age that this book is actually marketed towards is that you do read characters even if they're acting older than you read them at your age, you know what I mean? And I think that that's probably just a me problem more than anything else, but it is interesting. And I think part of that's to do with where this book takes place, which I don't want to necessarily spoil, so if you know where a lot of this book takes place. There we go, you can look it up probably. Do I think I'm going to get much further with that today? I hope so. I'm hoping to finish a little bit early and maybe do some reading, but there's also so much else to be done. So who knows really? Have I been doing a lot of reading lately? No, but there is a lot of other things happening. I was on the phone about insurance for an hour today because adulting is fun. Either way, I'm feeling much more positive about this week's reading more than last week, even though last week was arguably more intense reading. I think I'm just past the point of no return on it really, and that's fine too. Acceptable. What I will say is you should all go and listen to this album. It's from a couple of years ago and it's just fantastic, and I've had it on repeat for approximately 5 days now, and it's a great album. Listen to it. Fantastic time. Go do it. I'm not saying its name because I can't remember it off the top of my head, but it will be here and I will link it below. Good morning, happy Saturday. Look, confessions. I haven't finished it yet. I am chapter 28, 335 pages through Traitor to the Throne. I was doing other things. Started watching Shadow and Bone yesterday. No, I do not have opinions yet. Editing the vlog happened yesterday evening. I don't know why I'm being so aggressive. You don't mind. I know you don't mind. And if you do, why are you watching this? But today is going to be a nice day because we are going to a country park near us. We're going to go hang out with some friends and their dog. So some socially distanced hanging. That means going out of the house and into a place, and I'll have some time to do some walking, so audiobook time, and probably some reading of normal book time. So I'm really looking forward to it, to be honest, and in order to do all of those things, the vlog must end and be edited and exported and all of that fun stuff that I do every Saturday. I hope you've had a really good week. Please do let me know what you've been up to in the comments below. I hope it's been more interesting than what I've been doing. Is your washing machine okay? Mine isn't. So if you see a lot of really strange outfits in next week's vlog, that's why. Yes, comment below with all of those things. If you haven't already, come hang out on Discord, subscribe. It makes me feel loved and appreciated. I enjoy it. That's all from me, and I will see you in the next one. It's gonna be some bloopers now. And not a wonderful process. What am I talking about?